All right, you're good.
Hi, I'm Esther.
Maddie. I'm Olivia.
I'm Glory. And we did Edmodo. What is Edmodo? According to the website, Edmodo is a global education network that helps connect all learners with the people and resources needed to reach their full potential. It is a great online resource for teachers and students to collaborate and communicate. Teachers can post quizzes, polls, and assignments for students online. Parents can also log in to monitor their child's progress. So basically it's similar to Class Dojo. It's kind of like Blackboard for like elementary school to high school. And teachers can log in, post grades and assignments. Students can log in, parents can log in. So it's like basically a lot of communication between parents, students, and teachers.
Okay, so why and when would an instructor utilize Edmodo in the classroom? An instructor would utilize Edmodo in the classroom to communicate and collaborate with parents and students. It gives them the ability to communicate and collaborate in and out of the classroom. Teachers can use this when they want to create a group for their class accessible to students, parents, and colleagues. And in their classroom group, they can post grades, assignments, quizzes, due dates, polls, and basically anything else. And it's accessible to both the parents and the students and other colleagues. And it allows parents to get involved in their child's education.
What are other uses for the product? Edmodo provides an outlet for communication and collaboration among parents, students, and teachers, and other administrators. So like teachers can also talk to other teachers, maybe like who are also on Edmodo, like in the same grade. So let's say like all the first grade teachers can like communicate together and like collaborate, maybe like do the same assignment for their classes and things. Teachers can directly communicate to the parents through this online resource, keep track of their children's progress. They can send reminders to students and teachers, and parents. Students can message other students through the app and share resources, and it's just a good collaborative learning tool in the classroom.
For pros and cons, we said the pros, Edmodo allows students to connect with their teachers and classmates in an easily accessible place on their phone, tablet, or computer. Edmodo is beneficial for the classroom because it's user-friendly, private, and collaborative. This website or app is very user-friendly and easy to navigate, so students of many ages will be able to use it. Students can see their list of classes they're enrolled in and what assignments are due on their homepage. Edmodo values the importance of privacy, so to be added to a class, the user has to get the code from their teacher. And the format's very collaborative and involves a lot of feedback from both the students and the teachers. There's discussion boards, polls, questions, and a lot more. There's even options to invite parents to check on their students' progress and assignments. And then for cons, we said the downfall of Edmodo is that some students or families won't be able to have access to the technology needed to use this site.
Okay, so could the intended purpose be accomplished more effectively with paper and pencil than technology? So first, you have to unpack what the intended purpose of Edmodo is, and I think that is just to have this kind of connected website where parents can go and see what their students are up to and what's happening in class, and also where students can do assignments and you'll be able to see more of this when we go on the site, but there's so much that the students can do, and I think the whole point of it is to have an open communication between parents, students, and teachers. And the way that was happening before, like even I remember in elementary school, your parent would write a note or your teacher would write a note and you send it home, and that is so easy to be lost or forgotten or like anything like that. Now you just kind of have this like at your fingertips. So I think this intended purpose can be accomplished with technology. I mean, it has been without technology. It has been before, but it's so much better with technology.
So now, can it pass the do not harm and the 4 C's test? So the do no harm is, does this app pass the do no harm test? Because it does pass the do no harm test because it's not used for entertainment purposes. So even though it's like an app and technically a social media type thing, because you can like post and things like that, it's not something that like children would like enjoy. Like it's not like something distracting or like enjoy doing. Like you're not gonna go on like Blackboard or something and like have fun on it. It's just like for educational purposes only. So if anything, this would increase the students' focus and maybe increase their grades too, because they can constantly monitor their grades like and their progress on how they're doing. So if they got like a bad grade on an assignment, they can be like, oh, then I can like do better on another assignment next time and like increase their education.
Okay, so Edmodo promotes creativity, I think, amongst teachers and students because it gives teachers so many different ways to deliver information to their students. Like I said, they can do like discussion boards and polls. Like it's not just like regular like delivering information in class. And it promotes creativity in students too because they are able to choose different media when they're submitting their assignments on Edmodo. They can do PowerPoints or type directly into Edmodo or like Word or basically any way they want to complete their assignment. So they can complete the assignment whatever way they're comfortable with.
For collaboration, they said Edmodo encourages collaboration among students, teachers, and parents. The layout and options on the app make it easy for discussion, polls, or questions that can be sent out to the entire class. This website and app makes it easy for parents, teachers, and students to all work together to succeed in their academic assignment.
For communication and connection, kind of basically what I was saying before, like the whole site is about having communication, and this allows you to message your teacher, reply to post. You can post like there's just so many different ways, and again with like the grades, like you're able to see your grades earlier, whereas before you would either have to ask your teacher, which I know as a third grader or second grader I wasn't thinking, hey, let me figure out what my grades are. But they're able to like keep track of their grades before the progress report or the report card comes out, and then it's like too late and you have to scramble.
So this app encourages critical thinking in a number of ways. So students can react and respond to each other. So there's this thing called, like one way that we could use critical thinking on this app. You don't have to use this feature, but they have a classroom discussion thing. So a teacher could post like a critical thinking question and have the students like discuss. Like we have the discussion option on Blackboard too. So students can react and discuss to each other. They could do like book talks. Edmodo also has like a question of the day. That's like not part of like the classroom or anything, but it's just like a fun way to like, you know, get your brain moving, I guess. Just for fun. And for our overall impression, we just think it's a good site. Again, allows open communication, and it passes all the 4 C's. And we think it's beneficial to the classroom. It improves communication and collaboration. So now we're going to do our mock example. Let me show the slides of each one go on it.
No, you don't.
Okay. So you just want to go on Google.
Okay, so this is our site. I'm the teacher. So I posted, this would be like our discussion here. I really didn't have a grade preference. You'll see once you go through the assignments, my grade preference kind of changed. This is one assignment to draw a flower and like to go outside and draw a picture of a flower. This is a poll that you can do, so like your students can go in and vote for these things. And then this is just a lesson, not lesson, like a announcement for their lesson. And kind of like this is good for parents to see so that they can know like, okay, well kids, make sure you pack this. Over here, this is where you can message your students. But this is basically just where you can like have your grades and what's due and have like a schedule and everything. And you can track their progress. I don't really have progress now. But there's so many just different things that you can do on here. And you can add pictures and everything.